We spend so much time building careers, businesses, and taking care of everyone else. But when's the last time you built something for yourself? Imagine having a place where nobody can bother you. No emails, no traffic, no phone calls. That's exactly what our client did with this 30x40 workshop behind me in the great state of Texas.
Welcome back, Pack.
Welcome back, Pack. Ed here from the WolfSteel Marketing Department. And today, Pack, what a beautiful, beautiful area we have here today. You know, from the beautiful views, the countryside, why not a badass building? So now I see why our client chose this location because it's freaking awesome. And also we're getting swarmed by just ants and mosquitoes. It's like the worst time for gnats and mosquitoes, and I cannot. It's freaking bad. But you know, Pack, in life, we get so busy. You know, we get caught up in work, you know, responsibilities that we have to take care of. You know, as we get older, we start to realize that like time and peace are two things that is really hard to buy back. And that's exactly what our client did here with this 30x40 workshop, you know, an area where he can relax, work on his hobbies. Because at the end of the day, Pack, this isn't just a metal building. It's a place, you know, to work on those hobbies, to get away, and most importantly, to enjoy life a little bit more. I cannot wait to show y'all. And I'm also gonna try to get inside as soon as possible because these gnats are destroying me right now and these mosquitoes are really, really bad. And also stay tuned for the giveaway question that I'll be dropping in the middle of the tour. So Pack, are you ready for this tour? Let's get going. Let's start off with the dimensions first, right? So as you can see here, we have a 30-foot wide by 40-foot long tubular metal building with a 12-foot high side. And man, it looks freaking awesome. There is a pretty bad gnats population out right now. I'm just getting bit by gnats, mosquitoes, and all that. But anyways, Pack, we do have the 29 gauge panels. You know, that is standard on our tubular metal buildings. Our client did opt to upgrade with the vertical because our standard is horizontal panels that run from side to side. For the colors, Pack, we have black roof, black trim, black gutters, and downspouts. And we also have the charcoal gray. And also, Pack, we do have these cedar axes that you're gonna see here that just looks wonderful. Shout out to our crew, they did an awesome job. Now, one thing that I really like about this whole building is just this open and enclosed lean-to section. So what we have here is a 12-foot wide by 40 feet long lean-to. 25 feet of it is enclosed, as you can see on this side. It does, you know, create two different spaces, two different purposes, and I can't wait to show you what's inside because our client has been doing some pretty cool stuff. We did finish the building around 3 to 4 weeks ago, so our client is still, you know, managing this whole area. He's still adding stuff to the inside of his building. Eventually, he did mention he's gonna be adding like a barn door on the other side, so all this land clearing is still in process. So yeah, it's gonna look spectacular once it's fully finished. Now, Pack, before we, you know, work our way onto the lean-to, one thing I wanted to quickly point out is the service area as well, because, you know, we're out here in Pawnee, Texas, and our client just barely made it, you know, inside our coverage area. It's definitely one of those farther projects, but man, it's a really, really nice property, and I really, really love just driving out here. It was freaking awesome. So again, Pack, you know, our service map should be popping up, so just reach out to our sales team and we can see if we can service your area. But anyways, let's go into this lean-to section. So you'll notice that you have the notch edge detail running along the building. And there's actually a reason for that. So our main building slab is designed to be higher than the lean-to. So again, the goal is to help prevent water from making its way inside the building into your closed space, right? Water is always, you know, going to take that path of least resistance. So the higher the elevation, we're creating an additional layer of protection against water. So water does not go inside your main building, because you're gonna be out here and say water was to, you know, come inside on this area of lean-to. That's why we make the main building section, main building slab, to be a little bit higher than the lean-to. So it's one of those details, you know, that most people, you know, won't notice right away, but it's a standard that we follow here at WolfSteel Buildings because it helps protect the building long term. So like I was mentioning, another detail that really just helps this, you know, building stand out is the cedar encasements here. So if you watch some of our previous, you know, tours, you probably heard us talk about, you know, these cedar encasements. You know, they are available on both our tubular and red iron side, but essentially to give you a little bit more perspective on these cedar encasements. So as you can see here, these posts again are wrapped with, you know, cedar and Manpack. It completely changes the whole look of this whole building. It adds that warmth, that cleaner touch, and just really breaks apart this whole color scheme. So it looks freaking awesome. So on our red iron buildings, especially on the Porches or lean-tos, where we use, you know, 4x4 square posts, we can wrap those posts as well to achieve a similar look. Now another question is what we always sometimes get is like, can we do cedar and post instead of just like cedar encasements? And yeah, we can definitely do that. But however, it's important to understand that cedar posts and cedar encasements are two different things, right? So a cedar encasement, like I was mentioning earlier, uses these cedar boards that wrap around the structural structural post, while the cedar post, that's the, on the other hand, is the actual structural column. But again, both options are great. They can give you, your building a very custom look, and it really just comes down to the style that you're going for, and obviously the budget. But yeah, just reach out to our sales team, and either I'm going with the cedar encasements or going with the cedar post. But let's go check out the inside and see what we got and what our client is using the space already.
A new project can be tedious. Finding the correct contractor for your concrete, building, insulation, etc. It's a lot. We know. We've seen it from various customers, which is why we've combined everything in one place just for you. We handle everything for you to make sure you have your building your way. We do tubular and red iron metal buildings, bolt ups to weld ups, concrete, site preparation, demolition work, polished concrete, polyura, or concrete coatings, permitting assistance to make sure you are clear with the city and HOA, various insulation options like spray foam, fiberglass, and solar reflective insulation, gutter system, custom accessories to stand out against your neighbor, custom overhead and roll-up doors, cedar posts or encasements, various service door options or windows to match your aesthetics, mezzanines or balconies available, or bolt-ups to give you that additional vertical space. Electrical is in the beta and available close to our office here in Fort Worth, Texas. Limited landscaping options and masonry to match your home or get that HOA approval. Everything you need in one place. Whether you're a business owner needing warehouse space, or a car enthusiast needing a garage, or just anyone looking for a strong custom metal building, we've got you covered. Our clients choose not because we're the cheapest, but because of what we stand for. Keep in mind, we do not service outside of our service areas. We do not provide just materials or just metal building kits. We don't just do concrete or spray foam. We do full turnkey Texas metal building projects. If you fall within our service area, contact us today. If not, I hope our channel can help you with your metal building project.
And man, it feels night and day difference. Wow, just a very, very nice setup that our client has here. So let me walk you through a quick little tour. So this area, our client Chris was going to be using for the four-wheeler, parking the trailer here. He has a lot of trails that him and his kids are just riding, just around the trails and just hitting those trails in the four-wheeler. And obviously he's doing a lot of work with the landscaping when it comes to, just clearing out his land. So the trailer definitely comes in handy. On this section, our client Chris, obviously wanted more storage. You can never get enough storage. So he did mention he was really into woodworking, so this area is gonna be more used for woodworking. So it's still work in progress. He has a sink in here, a fridge with all the good beverages, like the good old Wild Turkey beverage, or just Gatorade as well, especially in the hot summer days. Another fridge maybe for storing food and more storage. But pack, man, you're gonna notice something here is the 2 inches of closed cell spray foam. We did paint over this in the color ice gray. And I gotta say, Pack, ice gray for me is quickly becoming one of my favorite colors. We do offer a few amount of colors. We offer white, black, and ice gray. And while they all look really, really nice, there is just something about just ice gray that looks just even better. But on the other hand, talking about spray foam, Pack, not only does it's for aesthetics as well, but it's also the benefits that it comes with. So first of all, it really does help with reduces the heat transfer through the roof and the walls. Here in Texas, that's a big deal, especially because these metal panels can absorb a tremendous amount of heat throughout the day. So by adding that spray foam, you're creating that thermal barrier that helps the interior space be more comfortable. It can also help with condensation control, reduce the amount of noise as well. I've heard that even when it's like raining outside or something, it can feel less louder inside. That's something we've heard. We've tested it out before.
Definitely have found that it's loud in here when it rains, but the noise is like more damp than outside.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
But we feel like it's from the echoing that the sound that
The
does
walls,
come in is
yeah.
just bouncing off here.
Mm-hmm. So
Does
when
that
you
make
step
sense?
outside and when you're under the lean-to, it doesn't sound as loud. When you're inside, it sounds louder, but it's because, like you mentioned, you have the echo from the walls and the roof.
That's what I think it is, because like right now that we can hear, like here you can hear the noise, and then you can hear the noise here. But it's because we have the garage door open too, so the noise is also leaving out.
Yeah.
But we did feel like it was louder when it was enclosed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We definitely felt that.
Yeah.
Again, it can vary depending on your location, maybe how heavy the rain is. So it just really kind of depends. And if you have items inside your building already. At the time when we went out there, the building we went to go check out, it didn't have items, so it feel like we could hear a lot of that rain. So I don't know, it just kind of depends. Now, one thing that you notice when, comparing quotes as well, Pack, is, spray foam can really vary quite a bit. So here at WolfSteel, we offer the closed cell spray foam. And generally speaking, closed cell is going to cost you a little bit more than open cell. And the difference is, it comes down to material and obviously the installation process. So open cell is typically, less expensive, and it works great in certain applications like interior walls or maybe attics or in between, floors or traditional. But closed cell, what we do here in WolfSteel buildings, it's just more denser, it's more durable, and can be installed virtually kind of everywhere. So if you're thinking of like a workshop or a lean-to or porch area, you can install it in the roof. Our client actually did install it on the ceiling, on the open lean-to section. And also when you combine that with the color ice gray, you can never go wrong. It just looks really awesome. It just transformed this whole interior space. Our client did say that he did not like the color of yellow, and he was like, man, I don't like the color of yellow. So that's why I went with the ice gray. And I can completely agree with our client because, man, the yellow color that's standard on our spray foam, it doesn't look too appealing. And here with the ice gray, I feel like it just really opens up the whole space, and it just really makes it pop out. Plus another thing, the client did add a 2-ton mini split on here. He did add his own electrical, but we do offer electrical. Just get with our sales team and we can definitely make it happen for you on the electrical side and exactly what you need and what fits your budget. But yeah, he added this mini split, and when I first walked in here, Pack, and it really made this space feel night and day when it comes to just the temperature inside. Again, I've always said it plenty of videos, and Advil has said it as well. Spray foam really just acts like a Yeti box. Whatever the temperature it is here, it's gonna be able to control that temperature and keep that temperature throughout. And that's what spray foam does. It's not gonna make it cooler, but it's definitely gonna help control whatever the temperature is inside here. And you also added a fan as well. Overall, it's just circulating all that air, all the cool air. It definitely feels really, really nice in here. So again, Pack, I cannot wait to show you what's inside over there in that enclosed lean-to section. But also, I just wanted to point out a little bit of dimensions again. So our client went with 2 10x10 overhead doors. He also went with one with the automatic openers, where you have the door openers on the side. The other one is more of a manual one, where you just have to, it has these latches on the side. As you can see right here, it has this latch. And all you do is just like pull back on this latch and it'll go up. It will automatically go up. And you can also adjust the tension to see how fast you want the door to go back up. So you can also adjust that. But here, this one, our client went with this automatic one. So all you do is just press that button where I've kind of showed you a couple times. So you press this button and then the door will go up. I'm not gonna open it this time, Pack, because man, those gnats they're freaking bad right now. The population of gnats in this area are really, really bad. I don't want them coming in here. Our client also went with this 48 by 84 steel door. And when I was talking to our client, Chris, he did say he was so happy about going with this size of a door. And man, he said it's freaking awesome. Cause when we get these other sizes like the 36 by 84, it's still great size, but it's a little bit like a narrow, like compared to this one, the one we have here, which is a 36 by 84. He said he's able to put, bring things in here without any problem. But sometimes like a fridge, it can be a tight squeeze. But he said when he went with this 48 by 84, he said he was able to bring things in with so much ease. Before we go inside, Pack, I do wanted to give out the giveaway question. And that question is, where do we fabricate our tubular metal buildings? There's a city in Texas that we fabricate our tubular metal buildings. You can drop that answer down below in the comment section. You'll be entered in a spin the wheel for a free Yeti cup, a flag, or maybe even a hat. But again, Pack, let's check out the inside and see what our client is doing with this enclosed lean-to section. There we go. Wow. So again, Pack, like I was mentioning, our client here, he wanted a getaway area. He wanted a place where he can just come out here and relax. Man, he definitely has that out here. This lean-to section, enclosed lean-to section, feels really, really awesome. He does have that mini split in there. And man, it really feels amazing in here. I believe it feels like 72, but to me it feels like 68. It feels like I'm in an igloo. It feels freaking freaking cold in here. It feels freaking nice. But yeah, Pack, you know, he wanted to have a little area where he can have, you know, breakfast in the mornings, maybe make his coffee here in the mornings as well. Anything that he wants to cook, grill, you know, just like a getaway area, just to get away from that, you know, city life. So this is exactly what our client envisioned and what he's doing. He did add like a little couch that turns into like a bed as well, just to relax out here when he's out here by himself. So this is the 12 by 25 enclosed lean-to section. And right here you can see, welcome to our happy place. I'm definitely happy, and I'm definitely loving this place and the space. He also has a nice little sign here which says, I'm not arguing, I'm explaining why I'm right. I definitely love that. I might have to keep that with me. I might ask him if I can take it home. And he also went with 2 windows as well. So overall, Pack, just an awesome space that our client went with here. Well, there you have it, Pack. It's the next day. I had to finish the video today because last night the gnat situation got pretty bad. It was so hard to finish the video. But anyways, Pack, I hope you had a great time touring this 30 by 40 workshop with this whole lean-to. The porch area was beautiful, the cedar encasement. And thank you so much for our client, Chris, you know, for allowing me to showcase his awesome building. It came out really cool. Thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate it. And shout out to our whole WolfSteel team, you know, our Pack, for doing an amazing job on this whole build. It was right on that thin line of our service area. But again, Pack, I hope you had a great time. You're probably gonna be seeing some bloopers of just like the gnat situation yesterday. It was so hard to film. And also, Pack, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on all our socials, you know, from our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the whole thing, Pack. I'm actually on my way to a different site now. So anyways, Pack, I'm on the road again. I'll see you in the next one.
What's up, Pack? Remember to stay up to date with everything that we're up to by checking out our social media. You can find us at WolfSteel Buildings for behind the scenes action. We share our latest projects, update on what the team is working on, and all the exciting progress happening in real time. Don't miss out on the action, and remember to give us a follow.